Serena goes on stage yesterday at the fucking Wokies, which is the ESPYs, and says this.
So go ahead and enjoy women's sports like you would any other sports because they are sports.
Yes.
Except you, Harrison Butker. We don't need you.
At all. Like ever.
What the fuck was that in the middle? Who is that? Let me break this down. And I actually, so everyone in the chat knows. What the fuck is that? It's funny to me, man. First of all, I want to give you some history. It's in my book, Hate Me Now, Love Me Later, the bestseller, by the way. That is a basically autobiography of me and my story. I wrote a whole story. There's a paragraph in there, obviously, about Serena and Venus, because I used to walk Serena and Venus from home to Compton College to play on a, let's say, netless tennis court in the hood for many summers. Me and my homeboys would walk her, Serena, their other sister, who, rest in peace, got shot on Greenleaf and killed years ago. So growing up as youngsters, you don't think about politics. You don't think about any of this shit. And then later, politics breaks you up as friends. This is not the case with her and I. I talked to her one time since we were kids, or she was a kid. I'm older, of course, but I saw her at UCLA and I yelled at her name and said, JB, and she came over to the gate and just said, oh my God. And we talked for a hot minute at Poly Pavilion. There was a tennis match there. 10, 15 years ago when she was on the prime. But I want to be clear. We grew up in Compton, okay? She no longer claims Compton. Tiger Woods grew up in Cypress, California. He went to Western High School with one of my best friends. Serena and Venus are from Compton. Their father, their mother, everybody's from Compton. And then they make it big and they claim Jupiter, Florida. And then Tiger Woods makes it big and he just says, fuck Cypress, California, where I grew up. He claims Florida. This is the problem. We are quick to dismiss where we grew up and where we're from. And we're quick to shit on our roots and where we grew up. But we go and revert back to how we grew up and what was told to us as youngsters. And let me put this in a tie and a bow and a tie for you. This is Serena in a nutshell. This was me when I was young. I was told by OGs, I was told by my surroundings in the hood that Democrats are this, Republicans are this. You know how many hood cats, quote unquote, I grew up with who actually had money and just wanted to be, who just wanted to be a follower, wannabe ass motherfucker because their homie was the real gangster? So guess what happened? Their daddies and mamas were really Republicans, had money. This is in the 80s. And their hood homies were broke strugglers who claimed Democrat and would tell the rich homie who lived on the same block, you got to be hood, dog. To be hood, you got to be Democrat. To be hood, you got to vote left. To be hood, we've been deprived our entire lives. We got to play this victim mentality role. This is all real shit, by the way, contrary to everyone in their belief. I was one of those guys being told I had to be the victim. I was deprived. I was lied to my entire life. I was lied to my entire life. I was lied to in my entire life, meaning this. Come on, dog. You don't know. This is what it is. This is about the fucking mentality. We got to make sure that, they're trying to keep us down. Come on, man. I grew up and got out of there, and I saw from my own two eyes, and I saw my very eyes, and I said, you know what? I was lied to. I don't think this way. This ain't real life. This is not what's really going on out here. I see differently than what's being told to me. What I see is actually different than what they told me. Why is that different? And now why can't I have my own fucking ideology and philosophy. Because I go against the grain of the homies who raised me. I go against the grain now that I'm like, oh shit, I gotta be hood Democrat because I'm hood. Oh man. First of all, my mom was a nurse and a doctor growing up, but by the way, my mom and dad got divorced when I was a young kid. You fucking idiot. I never even lived with my mom. You fucking idiot. Since you know so much, Mr. Terrible, break down my whole life. You fucking idiot. By the way, I grew up with my grandparents in Compton in Looters Park as the only white boy on the block, the only white boy at elementary, middle school, you name it, growing up. So since you know so motherfucking much about me, how about you tell my story, motherfucker? You trolls are embarrassing. I'm going to be honest. You just are a fucking embarrassment because you actually just talk and you have no fucking clue about anything. It's unbelievable. You have no fucking clue about anything. You assume, which makes asses of us all, and that's what you are. You're an absolute fucking idiot. The dick riders in the chat that are even members are absolute fucking idiots, and it blows my mind. If I claim Compton, how can I hate on Palmdale? The fuck does that mean? Keith, you're from Iowa, you fat fuck. Shut up. God damn. You're from fucking Iowa, homie. The fuck are you talking about? Palmdale has nothing to do with Compton, you fucking idiot. No shit, I would clown Palmdale being from Compton, you fucking clown. Go back to the fucking Quad Cities, motherfucker. You weirdo fuck. Shut up, Keith. Stop talking about shit you don't know about. Holy fuck. And I'm hearing that we do have dick riders in the Discord. If that's true, I got to get in there and start blocking motherfuckers out. I got to start getting rid of these bitch-made Discord dick riders. So if I do need to do that, I'm sure the real ones in the Discord will let me know. So I'll find out about that. Because we're not going to get infiltrated by dick riders. Come on now. We can't do that. But Serena and Venus go on and talk about Harrison Butker. Here's my point to this Serena and Venus thing. You guys were lied to. You made money. You shitted on Compton and got out of town. You started claiming Jupiter fucking Florida. By the way, Serena, your roots and your soil lies in Compton, homegirl. Your sister got laid down on Greenleaf in Compton and was put to rest in Compton. Your family's roots are in Compton. Your sister didn't get shot in Jupiter, Florida. She got shot in Compton. So I'm trying to figure out how you're so quick to shit on Compton and claim Florida when you make money. But then you go back to the fucking wokies at the ESPYs and start talking shit about Harrison Butker, who really just was speaking clearly, freely, and just using what his God-alienable rights are to speak fucking freely, and your girls out here are going to go talk shit about the man. By the way, can we play that again, Bailey, real quick? You can play it from this angle. I'm curious to see what she said again.
Go ahead and enjoy women's sports like you would any other sports because they are sports.
Yes. Except you, Harrison Butker. We don't need you.
D. Jones, they sure can speak. They sure can speak freely. But D. Jones, my question to you is, where the fuck they been when it comes to women's sports for the last fucking 3-4 years, homie? Take that shit off, Bailey. Please. Where they been, D. Jones? Where the fuck has Venus and Serena been when women's sports, homie? Now you want to get on there and talk? Yeah, they can speak freely. But how about keep it funky, keep it real, and come out here and talk about women's sports this whole fucking time? I haven't heard Venus and Serena talk about women's sports one fucking time. But you get on the platform, dolled up, makeup up, looking fly, and then you want to throw a shot at a motherfucker who's always ready for the smoke. Make it fucking make sense, dog. Make it fucking make sense. Now all of a sudden they're women advocates, huh? You can speak freely, but you can also be a fucking hypocrite. You can also be a fucking hypocrite and not show up when it matters. You can also not fill up your own WNBA seats as women and then talk about the men who don't support the women. Really? What the fuck we got to support the women for in the WNBA? Where the fuck are you at, Venus and Serena? Where the fuck are you at? I ain't seen you one time. And then the women that go out there, especially the gay women, the lesbians, will go out there and start talking shit about fucking the Rapinos and all these motherfuckers will go out here and talk about motherfucking boys playing girls in sports. And then they get their motherfucking ass whooped. They get their motherfucking ass whooped by a man, a biological man in their own sport, and then they want to go cry and over spilled milk. Get the fuck out of here, man. You motherfuckers are so goddamn embarrassing. It's a joke. It's so fucking embarrassing.